So welcome back to another module. If you're here, that means you enjoy what we are doing, and I'd like you to encourage us by subscribing to the channel and also liking this video and sharing it for a greater reach. Thank you as you do so. So on this, we're going to be talking about how to create columns, and also how to edit your columns. Click on your column and the drop down menu comes down, and from the drop down menu you've seen the labels, you've seen the story, you've seen the B1, B2. What the B1 means is the length and breadth. B1 is the length. So for this tutorial, we're going to be using two types of column. The first type of column is going to be a 230 by a 230 column. Okay, 230 by a 230 column. You can come to drop here to know if you're creating columns for a flat slab. This is what it means, a drop down panel. If you click on this, you can decide to edit your drop down panels as, but for now that's not what we're going to create a regular kind of column. So this is a 3D, depending on how you want your, but then it's just a regular straight column we are going to be doing in these tutorials. So I'm going to place this here on the first point, and that's a 230. You notice a 230 by 230 column, 230 by 230 column. So you can end this, press your escape key. Okay, so let's play around with the column just to see some features on the edit panel, how you can edit your column. So let's say we pick the column, you right click on it, come to properties. So this eccentricity, what this eccentricity means is the direction you want to move your column. If you don't want it to be at the center of your grid, like at the node, if you want it a certain distance away from your grid. So let's say you want to move this to about 50 for the E1 eccentricity, and you press update. You see it has moved it the right direction in position of the X direction at 50. See how it has moved your column. And if you want to move it in the vertical, you can put this at 0 again, and you can move this in your vertical. Let's just say you move like the vertical of 100. You press update. See, it has moved it up 100. So that's just a way of playing with the positions of your columns. You can keep this at 0 and update. Also, this is your section manager. Depends on the shape you want your columns. So if you click on it, you have different shapes of columns depending on the shape you want to. If you want circular column, you can pick this depending on the shape you want to, and from this you can decide the length and breadth and all of that. But we are using a rectangular column, so you press OK. What this means, automatically or by default, columns are fixed at both ends. So that's what it means. This means that it is fixed at the top and it's fixed at the bottom. But you can decide, depends on whatever design you're doing, you can decide to, if you remove this, it means that you've pinned it at both ends. If you see the circle here and the circle here, it means you've pinned it at both ends. If you click here, that means you've pinned it at the top and fix it at the bottom. That means you've pinned it at the bottom and fix it at the top. So you can just, but then automatically it's always at default, it's always at fixed, and it's always advisable to keep it at fixed. Alright, so the next thing we do is to place this column, because we are going to be using this column at the corners. We're going to be using at the corner, so we can fix this here, and okay, and these 2 points are going to fix this one, and this next column type you can escape this. Right, next column type we're going to be using is going to be, you can click on column. Next column type we're going to be using is going to be a 450 by 230 column. Alright, 450 by 230 column. So you can, I told you earlier that the first B1 is the length. If you notice, B1 is length and B2 is the breadth. So you can click here, okay, click here. And if you notice the position of this column, I don't want the column to be horizontally placed, I want it to be vertically placed. So you can just come here and you see angle, change this to 90 degrees, and you press update. So automatically it's going to place the column vertically at 90 degrees for you. Okay, and you can place this here, place this here, place this here too, place this here, place this here. Okay, so for this one here, I have to change it back to 100. no, sorry, change it back to 0 degrees, and you place this here, place this here, and that's it. You can close. We have placed columns. Okay, you can decide to move columns. You can decide to move. If you want to move a column, you click on the particular column you want to move, right click on it, come to move, click on move, then you click on the position you want to move the column to, click here, and the column has been moved from here to here. That's how you move your columns. Or maybe you want to create more columns, but then you want to use the same property to create it. You can just click on it, right click, come to properties. The same property of this will be displayed here, so you can fix a column here and fix a column here. Okay, and that's basically how you create. Close this, and don't forget to save. You save your work. So that's the column positions and column placement we're going to be using for these tutorials. So also we'll be creating walls. After creating columns, we'll be creating walls. So you come here, you click on the wall toolbar, you drop down many columns. Also the label is the first one you're drawing, so W1, all of that. So this means the thickness. This B here means the thickness of your wall. You can decide to leave at 250, but we want to use, let's use that, leave it at 250. Eccentricity is 0, means that we want it to full flow at the center of our member. And also this extension, this I means the beginning point, the start point where you're going to start your columns. Like if I'm starting it here, this means my I. If I'm ending it here, this means my J. So I. This extension means that once I place my wall here, for example, you see the extension to your left. That's what that 125 means. That's what that 125 means. Okay, so if I drag this from here, you don't drag on Prota, you click. Once you left click, you leave it, you don't drag, you leave it, you take it to the next position and you click again, and your wall member is being drawn. If this extension, let's say I change this extension to 0 and I update, notice it doesn't give that other extension that was there to the left. Basically just starts my wall at the intersection of my grids. That's at the node. We are going to leave this at 125. We're going to keep extensions there, so that's how it's going to be. You can decide to create another one. Click on the starting point, drop it here, click on the starting point, and also drop it here. So we have created a wall. We can as well see what we have placed by coming to our view on the structure tree. You click on your view, left click, then you right click on it. It would, you pick your 3D physical view. 3D physical view. So this is what we have placed. You hold, once you press your right key on your mouse and you rotate, it rotates your drawing. Rotate your drawing. So this is a 3D view. These are the columns we have placed, and this is the wall we have created. The wall, and this is the columns we have placed. You can also decide to, in case you want to see both, you want to see what you're doing, both the plan view and the 3D, you can come to your view tab and you can place this as style vertical and create it. See whatever is done here can be seen here.